Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the 37th Training Wing, we would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, 737 Training Group, Colonel Bill Ackman, accompanied by his wife, Stephanie. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 737 Training Group, Chief Master Sergeant Whitfield Jack. The Deputy Commander, 16th Air Force, Major General Larry Broadwell. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Our Commander of Troops is Technical Sergeant Chandrika Goodson. Major General Larry Broadwell will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation rooted in the Department of the Air Force's one team, one fight mantra. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of 123 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and mission ready. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. (737) Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject: Honor Flight. The Honor Flight streamer is awarded to the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 730, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 15 September 2025 through 30 October 2025. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force. The honor flight was led by Master Sergeant Daniel Phelan, Technical Sergeant Thomas Scotti, and Staff Sergeant Elena Kluge. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States Armed Forces. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors. Thank you. Please be seated.
March the command and review.
I present the command. Now, order, hard. Now, H post, hard. Now, Judge Rogers, honor arms. Judge
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 42,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. Now passing in review, from the 331st Training Squadron, the Commander of Troops, Technical Sergeant Chandrika Goodson, Military Training Instructor Trainer, Hometown, Hope, Arkansas. The Drum and Bugle Corps, Flight 727 and 728, led by Staff Sergeant Blake Kripe, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Fort Wayne, Indiana. From the 323rd Training Squadron, A Squadron Staff, led by Staff Sergeant Christopher Martin, military training instructor, hometown, Yucaipa, California. From the 320th Training Squadron, Pacer Forge Excellence Flight, Flight 724, led by Staff Sergeant Veronica Alejo, military training instructor, hometown, Pearl City, Hawaii. Flight 723, led by Staff Sergeant Mehmet Arolu, military training instructor, hometown, Izmir, Turkey. From the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 731, led by Staff Sergeant Tucker Gertis, military training instructor trainer, hometown, New Plymouth, Idaho. Flight 732, led by Technical Sergeant Paul Brees, military training instructor, trainer, hometown, Dexter, Missouri. From the 321st Training Squadron, the Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Terrell Greer, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Youngstown, Ohio. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Academic Excellence Flight, Drill Excellence Flight, and the Honor Flight, the Flag Mass, Flights 729 and 730, led by Staff Sergeant Elena Kluge, military training instructor, hometown, Bellevue, Florida. From the 326th Training Squadron, B Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Jordan Stedding, military training instructor, hometown, San Angelo, Texas. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 725, led by Staff Sergeant Caleb Kersey, military training instructor, hometown, Geneva, Ohio. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 726, led by Technical Sergeant Angel Miranda Martinez, military training instructor, hometown, San Juan, Puerto Rico. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 733, led by Staff Sergeant Tyler Harbin, military training instructor, hometown, Oakland, California. Dorm Excellence Flight, Flight 734, led by Staff Sergeant Taylor Farmer, military training instructor, hometown, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Alex Lumasius, military training instructor, hometown, Guayaquil, Ecuador. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Larry Broadwell will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. And for those that are wondering, yes, this is exactly like the weather is in Central Texas every single Thursday. It's not like this at all. Usually it's lava hot, but hey, we brought in the great weather for you, and thank you so much for traveling to watch your loved ones graduate as our newest military members, our new. Specifically, what I'd like to do for our family members is just thank you for the investment that you've made in these young men and women in their journey to us, as well as entrusting us to mold them from young pedestrians to future war fighters, and they will forever be known as Airmen. And it began with the love and the care that you gave them in your homes and the support that you've been providing them all along the way. I'd also be remiss if I didn't take time to recognize our MTIs, our military training instructors, who absolutely epitomize what it looks like to be an American Airman. You pour your hearts into these young Americans 6 days a week, more than 10 hours a day, to transform them into what our future nation needs. I have great gratitude in what you do. I am a resident of this base. I see you routinely, and I just wanted to take the time to say thank you. Thank you especially for navigating this really difficult line between discipline and love. Only the most skilled leaders have figured out how to navigate that line, and I see you do it routinely every single day. Thanks for shaping our future. And to our newest airmen, what I'd like to say to you is, some of you in this crowd may achieve the rank of Chief Master Sergeant. Someone in this crowd may actually become the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Someone in this crowd may actually commission and serve our nation as an officer in the Air Force. Those are all maybes, but let me tell you what's going to happen to you. You are going to make a difference in the future of your nation. And along the way, you are going to be challenged. And here's what else I know. In those challenging times, you're going to rely on what you believe. And what you believe begins with what you were taught by your loved ones in the stands, what you were taught here at BMT, and what this old airman, after nearly 30 years of service, is going to teach you about what I believe. So let me just begin. First and foremost, I believe in our families. Our families are absolutely foundational to our service to this nation, and our families absolutely serve by our sides every single day. My family has, your family will. Whether they're in the stands or a family you're going to make later in your Air Force future, our families are certainly something that I believe in. I believe in our nation. Our reputation is our currency. We continue to be a force for good around the globe. A beacon of light for those to look at who needs inspiration. That is our nation. Consequently, it is very serious, the oath that you're going to take here shortly and the service that you provide to our nation. And I encourage you to take that responsibility seriously. I believe in the people of our nation, and despite our reflexive behaviors, our conduct bends towards grace and love. And I would encourage you along your path in the Air Force to slow down. Get out of your phones. Get out of your feeds. To make contact with the other humans and see the good that's out there. We are truly good, and I believe in them. I believe in our ideals, the ideals that we were founded on. Liberty, equality, self-determination, and rule of law. These, however, are not just a finish line, they are aspirational, and I entrust you to drive your nation, to drive our Air Force towards the ideals that we were founded upon. I, of course, believe in our oath. Anything that begins with, I solemnly swear, and ends in, so help me God, everything in between is really, really important. I would encourage you to internalize it, to memorize it, to challenge yourself to live those words out every single day. In that oath, defend the Constitution. That will forever be your North Star. If you are ever in doubt on what you should do, reflect on what it says about the defense of the Constitution. I also believe in the profession of arms. Much like a doctor or a lawyer, our profession of arms is the United States military. I believe in that profession. And as your profession is entrusted, if you read the preamble to the Constitution, there are 6 things that are laid out in that preamble. Every single one of those, either directly or indirectly, you will contribute to as an American airman. Be ready to do that. It is critically important. I also believe in our Air Force. Air is a preeminent warfighting domain birthed from a culture of obstinance and creativity led by leaders like Mitchell and Arnold and Doolittle and Yeager. People that made a difference like the difference that you will make. People that understood you don't have to run through things. We're not cumbered by gravity. We can fly over them. That's the Air Force you're entering. I also believe in our future because I believe in airmen. You are truly the best our nation can offer. You serve for lots of different reasons, but you do so voluntarily, and you do so patriotically. And you will forever be our most precious resource. And lastly, I believe in our future because I believe in you. Because I have served for a generation with airmen just like you. Airmen who stand to watch so that others may live their lives freely. Let me close with a little bit of advice and then one question. Here's the advice from an old salty airman. 1, be bold. Your service doesn't reward cowards. 2, be professional. We deserve to be led by someone other than an amateur. And 3, be there. Our teammates need you on their wing, in the trenches, on the X, and at the breach. Be bold, be professional, and be there. I'll leave you with one last question, future airmen. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's finest Air Force? Get ready.
Please stand as Major General Larry Broadwell will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Now please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
According to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
According to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Airman.
Thank you, Major General Broadwell. Please remain standing while all graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I am answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly my flag. I am faithful to our heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its century and adventure. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman. We men, leader, warrior. I
Oh, Stefan.
So we'll get this is that. Trust the process.
So proud.
I should have made
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm like all in his face. Just like,
Oh, let me take a picture now. Sorry, I got a video.
This is such a shit. Let's get out of here, man. You gotta meet me if I wrestle with the bankers. You get paid the same thing I would get paid. Better win.
Love you. Eric.
Go ahead and go over, start. Hello. Help me with the blue chairs. All right, stack them. Once we get them all stacked, you can already have breakfast. Okay?